Shadows to Light, Sarah's journey from aspirational comparison to self-realization. In the heart of a bustling city, there lived a successful, but perpetually overwhelmed marketing executive named Sarah. At 35, Sarah's life was a tapestry of achievements, yet she felt an unshakable sense of inadequacy. The root of her discontent lay in a habit she had cultivated over the years, aspirational comparison. Sarah constantly measured her life against those of her role models, industry leaders, social activists, and even her own colleagues. Their seemingly flawless lives on social media platforms and in professional networks cast a long shadow over her own accomplishments. One afternoon, as Sarah scrolled through her LinkedIn feed, she stumbled upon a post from a former classmate, now a celebrated entrepreneur. The post detailed a recent award the entrepreneur had received for her innovative business strategies. Sarah felt a familiar pang of envy and inadequacy. "Why can't I be more like her?" she thought. That evening, still grappling with her feelings, Sarah attended a dinner party. There, she met Dr. Emily, a counseling psychologist specializing in career and personal development. As they conversed, Sarah confided in Dr. Emily about her struggle with aspirational comparison. Dr. Emily listened intently, nodding empathetically. "Sarah," Dr. Emily began, "it's natural to look up to role models. However, the key is not to get overwhelmed by their success, but to use it as a source of inspiration for your own journey." Dr. Emily suggested an exercise. "Let's break down these aspirations into actionable steps," she said. "Identify specific traits or achievements of your role models that you admire. Then, we can translate them into concrete actions you can take to progress towards your own goals." Over the next few weeks, Sarah and Dr. Emily worked together to dissect the lives of Sarah's role models. They found that the traits Sarah admired most were innovation, leadership, and social impact. Dr. Emily encouraged Sarah to reflect on how she could incorporate these traits into her own career path. Sarah started small. She initiated a green project at her workplace, aiming to reduce the company's carbon footprint. She also enrolled in a leadership course, eager to refine her skills. Gradually, Sarah's perspective began to shift. She realized that her role models, too, had started somewhere and had likely faced their own set of challenges. Months passed, and Sarah's project gained momentum. Her company recognized her efforts, awarding her the Innovative Leader of the Year. As she stood on the stage, accepting her award, Sarah felt a sense of fulfillment she hadn't experienced before. She had stepped out of the shadow of comparison and was now basking in the light of her own achievements. Dr. Emily's advice had been a turning point. By breaking down her aspirations into actionable steps, Sarah had carved a path unique to her, learning to admire others without diminishing her own worth. She understood that the journey to success was personal and nonlinear. Years later, Sarah became a mentor to young professionals. She often shared her story, emphasizing the importance of individuality in one's career path. "Admire, don't aspire," she would say. "Use the greatness in others to ignite your own, not to overshadow it." As Sarah's story spread, it resonated with many in their 30s and 40s, those who found themselves trapped in the cycle of aspirational comparison. It became a beacon of hope, a reminder that while role models can inspire, true fulfillment comes from acknowledging and valuing one's own journey. In her 50s, Sarah looked back at her journey with a sense of pride and contentment. The overwhelming shadows of comparison had long since dissipated, replaced by the bright light of self-realization and personal growth. Through actionable steps and self-reflection, she had transformed her feelings of inadequacy into a powerful drive for self-improvement and had become a role model herself, not just for what she had achieved, but for how she had navigated the path to get there.